Good day, everyone. Time now for Weather News Today with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use. Right now, we have the GFS map up. This, of course, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. We want to thank them for letting us use it. We'll turn on the systems, and we've got a pair of surface lows over the eastern U.S., with one weakening over the Great Lakes region and the other intensifying near the East Coast. Now, as a result, the energy from the Great Lakes low is transferred to the new triple point low that's going to be showing up soon. And this is expected to become a nor'easter for New England by Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. Other than that, we have a surface high pressure that's building. It's building then across the coastal central United States and the Gulf Coast, and that's going to happen by the end of this week. And behind it, departing snow over the northeastern states. Then what's happening out west? Well, we have a Pacific storm system on the west coast by Thursday, and this is looking like it will lead to a new storm system over the central plains by next week in. Now, this is the European model. Now, the difference between the European model and the GFS model, the timing's different. Other than that, everything's the same. Few hours here, few hours there. One says a little earlier, one says a little later. Roundabout, don't worry about it. The average time for the day itself is correct. It's just hours within that day it's off. Okay, looking at this right now, this is set for 12 p.m. today, Sunday, the 4th of March, 2018. As we go over to the western section, a little snow up in Washington State. We see more snow, of course, in the state of Montana as we move down to Wyoming, parts of Utah and Colorado. Some of this is trying to creep over into North Dakota with a little bit of ice line right in there. Other than that, we got some sporadic showers off and on down around the Gulf states of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. This is spotty showers coming down. East Coast finally got a break, just got some snow up into northern New York, moving up into Canada. Here is the big boy. I'm going to move this over. Look how big this sucker is. You see that? So far as the winds right now, well, we're going to check all that out too. And I will tell my friends over in France, looking like you guys are going to get some really rough stuff coming up around the weekend. So we'll leave this like this. We're going to blow this map up just a hair here so everybody can see what's happening. Your winds today for like New Jersey, pay those little temperatures no mind, okay? Because they're not, I don't think they're correct. I don't know. I haven't looked it all up, but I like to double check everything I show you folks here. Okay, for everyone down from like southern New Jersey all the way up into these areas here, you're still going to have wind gusts today in the 30s. One or two of you up around the Massachusetts area, you may see a 40 once in a while, but for the most part, your winds should have died down to the teens today, right now, as you know, we're speaking. Hopefully by lunchtime, as this map is set anyway, your wind should, sustained wind should be in the teens for sustained winds. You'll get a gust every once in a while. Look, folks, this thing, it formed off my coast. It was well way out from where I live in the water. I had all that bad stuff. With the wind, I had the rain beforehand. During the wind part, the sun was out. But I had it right up until it started calming down yesterday, which you folks should be seeing a big relief today up north. And it was that way all day yesterday. But it should just keep on now continuing to die down, okay? That's what it's looking like. We will put on the wind right quick. let you see what it is looking like. You can see the major part of the storm has moved further off the coast, and your winds have died down anywhere from 10 to 20, I would say. Okay, that's what that's looking like. So now let's just go back right quick and put it on the rain and the wind. And what we're going to do is this: we're going to move it on up to tomorrow morning. We don't want to make this video too long. Some people don't like it, but you can't explain the weather in detail like I like to do it anyway, but so fast. All right, here comes the system in that we were talking about, okay? Right in here, this low pressure system's coming down, bringing the rain. This one's still off the coast. This is at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. We will move to 5 p.m. tomorrow night. You can see all the snow and the rain that it is bringing. Here we go. We got rain from Texas all the way up to Kentucky and parts of Illinois. Then it kind of starts to mix up once you get to northern Iowa. Chicago's looking like rain right now, but it could turn to some wet snow. Then the snow goes on up, as you can see, into the Dakotas. And now we will come up to Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. This is the little sucker that's going to mix in with this sucker up here. And then we have this one out here. This will be a triple point low system. 1, 2, 3 when this one forms. So we will go to Tuesday at 6 p.m. We see it moving on across, and I'm going to put the pressure system on so we can see exactly when this one will form. Now we got a high pressure coming up in here. That should push this back some. That's what's going to make it ride up the coast. As you can see, there's one, there's two, and our other one hasn't quite formed yet, so we're thinking Wednesday into Thursday. There it is, 3 a.m. Wednesday morning. Could form a few hours before, but sometime after midnight Tuesday, it will turn into this low, okay? And you can see this one, and the other big boys over here. Okay, here we go. Why, you say? Why they always form off of my coast, it seems like, here lately. Why is that happening? Well, I'm going to take the pressure system off right quick, and I'm going to show you one of the ingredients as to why this is happening. It's the sea temperature. It's the sea temperature, my friends. Look how warm it is off of my coast, even up into my sounds. Do you see that? And this is going to form right up in this area. What's the sea temperature up in here? 75 degrees. Okay, to form a hurricane, the sea temperature has to be, some say 79, some say 80, some say 82. Potato, patata, okay? The ones with the higher numbers are NASA and NOAA. The National Weather Service goes with 79, okay? I kind of stick with that. Well, look, the temperature, the water temperature is 75 degrees. That's only 4 degrees from being perfect to form something. And I'm telling you, I've been watching this. This is a little off the beaten track, but I've been watching these water temps all winter. And folks, especially when we get down to the Gulf and around the islands where my friends are, down in the Dominican Republic, Kingston, all up in here and all in the Gulf area. I have a feeling if anything forms when hurricane season opens up, it's probably going to materialize because this water is only going to get warmer and warmer and warmer and warmer. Okay? That's what's going to happen. And it seems that the sheer winds are really looking kind of poor at this time. Now, of course, all this can change when it comes. We're still a ways from hurricane season, but we're having these nor'easters form. Well, that's just a sign the water's right, along with the other conditions. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. So, everybody that lives on the coast, especially my friends up in the New England area now, you're getting the taste of it. What it's like when people from my area southward go through a hurricane, except you're having it in the wintertime. That's it's just a mess. Just a mess, okay? And I looked up the oscillation for the oceans, okay? They're already in the negative. If they stay in the positive, that's a good sign there won't be anything that could build in the ocean. They're already in the negative. They went in the negative like the last day of February, first day of March when I checked it. So that's just something to keep in the back of your head. Maybe none of this will come true. I hope not. I hope it's a wonderful summer and we don't get plagued with any storms. But I wanted to show you this. You're wondering why, blah, blah. Well, the conditions are right. Now, how come the conditions are right? I don't know, but that's the way it is. And I'm just showing it to you. That's all I know, people, okay? So now, let's get back to what we were on. Here's the system, 3 a.m. Wednesday morning. As we go through up to 7 p.m., you can see it moves right on up across. All of this is probably going to be looking like it's probably going to be rain. But as it gets further north, like mid to southern New Jersey should be mostly rain, but northern New Jersey should turn to mostly snow, parts of New York snow, Massachusetts and Connecticut and Rhode Island. That's kind of a mixture in places. Most of Massachusetts should get snow along with parts of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. What's the wind looking like at this time? This is sustained winds I'm showing you now. This is at 7 p.m. Wednesday. Looking like off the coast, not going to be too bad. We'll hit right here. 27 miles per hour off the coast of New Jersey. We'll come up here off the coast of Massachusetts, 31 miles per hour. That is sustained winds. We will check out the wind gust. This is the wind gust. Now, this is where it comes in at. Looking like right now, when we come down to this area of New Jersey again, you should have 37 mile per hour wind gust. We'll come on up off the coast of Massachusetts, 42 mile per hour wind gust. And you can see they go on and on and on. So let's go back to the rain and the snow. We need to know what's going on with that. Also, come on, click over for me. Thank you. We will hop up 12 hours to 7 a.m. on Thursday morning. You can see it has moved on across. Now looking like going up in the Gulf of Maine. I think this is going to change that. It's just me. I think it's going to change. I think it's going to move on up. I haven't looked at this map in its entirety this morning, so we're kind of gandering at this together. But this is what it's looking like. So far as sustained winds, you see it's mostly snow. This is what it's looking like. We will move it to around 3 p.m. Thursday afternoon. Looking like it's still in the same area, kind of stalled out some. Here's the winds with it. Let's go to 9 p.m. Thursday night. And it's looking like it is going inland some. So what we need to do here, the wind's not too bad, but I want to put on to the pressure systems to see. Yes, it is. It's over the land here. Okay, it is over the land here. So we'll take this off right quick as we can. We'll look at the wind gust. The wind's not looking bad at all, okay? Nothing you can't handle, but, aha, you will have some gust off the coast of Maine. Most of the wind coming in at this time is going to be up in the Canada area. So you guys living along the coast of New Brunswick, you guys are liable to get some minor flooding coming in from this, along with the wind. As far as the wind up in Maine, right here inland, these are your gusts. You could have gusts of 33. Nothing like what you have been through. Okay, I believe it was in Barnhill. I can't remember exactly now, but those guys had like Category 2 hurricane wind gust with the other system. Nothing like that. Yes, the wind will blow. Yes, you will notice the wind will blow. And yes, you'll get a good gust every once in a while, but not quite as intense. That don't mean put your guard down. I saw a comment someone had wrote, I'm glad it's not going to be bad like last time. Well, it is going to still have rain, snow, and wind. You still don't need to mess with it, and you still need to have your stuff prepared. I'm telling you this news on Sunday. This stuff isn't expected till Wednesday or Thursday. A whole lot of stuff could change. So come on, people. Be smart, okay? Let's see if this thing is out of here by 6 a.m. Friday morning. Moving on up, the snow's moving northward, and most of the wind, sustained winds, they're really calmed down now. In the teens again. Everything everybody can handle. Down here around mid-New Jersey, southern New Jersey, off the coast, they're looking good. A little bit harder out, but nothing like you have had. If there's any wind gust on Friday morning, let's see what they're looking like. Maine, you may have some, and as they move down into the areas here, the lower states, but I don't think it's going to be quite so bad. We'll look right here. This is like 34 miles per hour. So keep that in mind. Okay, for everybody over across the pond, here way down in Spain, here's France, of course. This is the UK. Ireland's up above, but here is this bad boy system that people have just gone through, okay? By Saturday, let's see, we're going to go up to 4 a.m. We see it start to move in, okay? You see these particles that are moving and churning and bringing the wind. That is what's going to be bringing in the high wind on the coastline all the way down into Ireland. You guys are going to start feeling it. Let's put the wind on. Ireland, not too bad on Saturday morning, but for everybody from areas of Spain to France as we move on along, get right because you're going to feel it. See it moving across us this Saturday afternoon. This is 10 p.m. Saturday night, my time. You can see it start to really get into France. You guys are going to have flooding all up and down this coastline. Look at these winds bringing it, the water in. 8 a.m. Sunday morning. Doesn't seem to want to slack up any at all. You've got wind out here. Sustained wind at 44 miles per hour. Let's check out your wind gust. Whoa, over in France itself, you don't even have to be on the coast. You're going to have wind gusts of 53 miles per hour and much higher out in here. Some of this wind bringing in water on your coastline. Let's see what the gusts are going to be looking like. It may not let me do it because it's another place. Here we go, 65 miles per hour gusts. So everybody down in this area of Spain all the way up the coast of France, and by this time it starts to hit some of the UK coast, a little bit of the Ireland coast, not too bad yet, but I'm just warning all you guys over there, beginning late Saturday night and Sunday, you are going to experience some more rough stuff coming your way. And then the Pacific storm I was talking about that was going to happen off the west coast Thursday, it's going to truck through. Well, I'm up right now to the 11th of March. Now, that's way far out. You know, this is going to change, hopefully. Who knows? We'll see. We don't know. But if it all pans out the way it's looking like, look, boom, we may have more things to look forward to and check on and keep abreast of for the following weekend, okay? Just like the guys, and by the way, over in France and Spain and England and Ireland, that was for next Saturday and Sunday, the 10th and the 11th of March. This is what this is looking like here. Maybe this rain system is going to go through Florida by next weekend. We'll move it up to around 11 p.m. Saturday night, the 11th, and yes, that's what it's looking like. By 5 p.m. this afternoon, you can see the system out here to the west that is going to build that I've been talking about and bring snow and rain all the way into California, parts of Oregon, Washington, and as it moves on across later in the week, that's when the 3-point low, triple low as they call it, will happen, and the northeastern will form. But as of today, around 5 p.m., most of the stuff going on is snow with a mixture of rain down into Texas. A little bit of snow still left up in these areas. Ending it up with my clouds in the sky for my sky watchers. Where's it going to be cloudy? What's going on? This is 5 p.m. this afternoon. We will go up until morning hours of 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. We see the systems moving through. You got the deal where it's white. You can't see much. It's cloudy. Where it's not, you can see everything. You got clear skies. Moving up to 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. 10 p.m. tomorrow night. Those systems are beginning to move on. We'll hop up to Tuesday at 4 a.m. And then, of course, 10 a.m. Tuesday morning. You can see how these systems are moving across by 10 a.m. Other than that, everybody's looking pretty clear and pretty good. That's what's happening, folks. Stay on top of this. I'm going to do my best to stay on top of it for you. Things can still change, remember. Look, the weather can change anytime. So keep that in mind. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it so very much. Don't forget to click the bell so you get all of my weather forecast and alerts as I put them out. Please share this information with your friends, your family, your neighbors. Keep everybody aware of what's going on so nobody will get caught short. Thanks for the thumbs up in the comments. I love you guys. Much peace, love, and kindness to all.